everybody, it's Lasha from High Voltage, and you all know me pretty well, and I wanted to go upstairs because I looked at some old footage and I wanted to do a collage for my mother because my mother was my mother and my father. So I'm going through the footage, and yes, I'm going to read Ask Not, and I am not putting on makeup. Okay, James BB, and what happened to all you folks? People come and go, eh? I remember, oh, never mind. Okay, here we go. Ready? All right. Now, fortunately, I can go like this. So there's Mom and I at the top of the heap, king of the hill, a number one. Those little town blues, they got me away. Okay, so that's my wedding in 2001, because people have asked me if I've been married and all of this stuff. So that's me. So I was 30 years old there. Do you remember the video, the short that I did with Love and Marriage? Okay, I loved my husband. Okay? Where is he? Look, I even keep the son of a gun up there. That's Chris. He's still my legal husband, but he's in Vancouver. And we split up because of money. He'll say it's something else, and it was, and I've told you all what it was. Anyhow, okay, so there's Mom and I, and that's in Nova Scotia. That's an old family friend. That's a Polaroid, kids. Don Very. There's my mother and Ed. Oh, there's Austin. There's Chris's father, and there's me. I was about 28 years old there. There's my mom and I. Oh, there's Delana and Sarah and Sarah's husband. And this was when I got, quote, laid off at Jenny Craig. It's not very often. Delana, you never respond to me on Facebook, by the way. There's my mom and I had never even smoked a cigarette then, okay? I was 30 years old, 34 years old. This is way back in Halliburton when I was 24. That was during the wedding. So this was 2001, guys. This was 1998 at my mother's boyfriend's place. That's where my mother used to work. She used to run a retirement home. Now that's Janet Walker. You might remember her from Jenny Craig. She used to be on all the commercials, and she was my boss. She reminds me of Minnie Driver, and she's very beautiful. But she had something to do with my being laid off. This is at Mr. Saunders. I had to go there in the morning at 7 o'clock because my mom had to go to work. So Mr. Saunders babysat me, and I'd always fall asleep, and then I'd have to go to school. Now there's my Nana. And the reason I'm miserable, oh, I look really miserable. I remember that top too. That's my Nana. I love my Nana. So that is my mom's mom, okay? That was when I worked at Jenny Craig, and I was a trainer, and I had to entertain people. And when I got laid off, Carolyn Roberts, I was in an unemployment group, and I used to train all that stuff. This is when I first moved out west. So I was 27. I was 26, and that's in Lake Louise in 1998. And that is my dear friend Nikki. And when I was not well, and now she's moved on, and I don't know what happened to her, but these were people that were very important in my life. Look at my mom and Susie. Those are my mother's cats. Ruby. My mom used to send me stuff like this in the mail when I lived in Lake Louise. That's my cousin Carlton, his mother Janie. There's my mom always talking on the phone. That's my Auntie Margie, my hero. That's my cousin Jennifer. And we worked in Lake Louise together, but she wouldn't talk to me. It's so bizarre. There's my Nana. And there's Carlton and I in the canoe. And there is my Ukrainian side of the family, but they don't like to be shown. But I will say, my Baba and Dido bought me this when I lived with them for 3 months. And that was a very special time. But I will say, I had quite the life with Jenny Craig, you know. And my dad, he got me that trophy when I finished my first semester at BCIT. You see, Chris, when you love somebody, you don't stop loving somebody because they lose their status, but you did fly on the wings of it, and you can't deny that. But yet I still respect you. You know? That's my papa. That's called bunka. Okay? That's my baba. I love my Ukrainian ancestry. And those are the Carlton girls. Which one do you think was my mom? Whoever can guess which one was my mom, I'll give you a hint. No, I'm not going to give you a hint. Which is my mom? 3, 2, 1. That's a wrap.